Attention, attention, this is an emergency transmission from the government of Argentina. This video will be rebroadcast in multiple languages in order to reach as many listeners as possible. We have received several reports from the province of Entre Rios informing us of the presence of an unknown being that has been haunting the area. It has been discovered that this being has the ability to disguise itself in different ways, generally related to horror movies. Although it has been seen in various disguises, most reports agree that it has a predilection for disguising itself as Robot Monster, the villain of a 1953 horror movie. We do not know his real intentions. If you see him, get away from him as quickly as possible. Witnesses who have come face to face with him have also stated that he has a tendency to hide behind trees or blind spots, hoping to surprise and worry civilians of his presence. Once it scares its target, this being takes a much more peaceful stance and engages them in conversation. So far, all civilians who have interacted with it have been unharmed. These predatory actions let us think that it may be a new tactic used by organ traffickers to attract their victims. Any attempt to catch him by the local police force has been futile, as he managed to escape from the cell without leaving a trace. From this moment on, we will open a free information line in English and Spanish that will operate 24 hours a day. You can access it by calling 1-800-248-434-5508. This has been an emergency message from the government of the nation of Argentina. Thank you very much. Attention, this is an emergency transmission from the government of the nation of Argentina. This video will be rebroadcast in multiple languages in order to reach as many listeners as possible. We interrupt your usual transmission to give you an update on the case of public knowledge. Rumors are circulating that this individual might want to kidnap young children and uses his disguise to hide his identity. So far no such case has been recorded, but it is very likely that he has malicious intentions. We do not know if it is the same individual, but a man disguised as Frankenstein was seen around 3 de la mañana near a bar in Buenos Aires frightening customers leaving the building. Although no acts of violence were committed, some of these customers trying to flee the scene fell and fractured limbs. This same character was seen a few kilometers from the scene trying to jump in front of cars driving on the road. This caused a minor accident. If you are a tourist in our beautiful region, please note that this kind of event is not usual and that the police are doing everything in their power to put an end to these jokes. For the reasons mentioned, we prohibit anyone from wearing a disguise from 7 in the evening to 5 de la mañana. All persons refusing to comply with this decision will be arrested and interrogated. We would also like to remind people not to resort to acts of violence if they see the disguised individual. They might be armed and looking to kidnap you. Although there have not yet been any victims of this creature nor has it given us any signs that it may be dangerous, citizens are encouraged not to interact with it on any terms. The fact that we have not yet been able to capture it makes it extremely dangerous, as we do not know what it is capable of or how it acquires the disguises it uses. This has been an emergency message from the government of the nation of Argentina. Thank you very much. Attention, attention, this is an emergency transmission from the government of Argentina. This video will be rebroadcast in multiple languages in order to reach as many listeners as possible. This is an important update regarding the case of the being, that is terrorizing the people. After contacting several nations, we have obtained a great source of information through a non-governmental entity that we cannot name. This is not a human. As disturbing as it may be, we must treat this creature as an alien. From now on, we will call this creature by its official name, which is SCP-2006. This is not a hoax. The information we received has been checked and rechecked by our experts. We do not know the meaning of the letters SCP or the number 2006. Our assumptions that SCP-2006 was a being that disguised itself were incorrect. This creature can take any form at will. The potential of this entity is still unknown, but we have been informed that the only thing that limits this being is its own knowledge of human nature. SCP-2006 can't take any form it wishes regardless of size or shape, and its only goal is to scare people as much as it can. Although this creature does not pose any direct danger, its constant goal of scaring people and its infinite potential to transform itself into whatever it wishes can represent an enormous danger to both the country and the world. This is because if SCP-2006 discovers the human being's fear of war or nuclear weapons, it will not hesitate to adopt a form that represents this fear. Since the discovery of TSFAX, several countries including the United States, China and Germany are preparing to enter our country illegally in order to get their hands on this first form of extraterrestrial life. We will not let any external governments take possession of the beast. This is a discovery belonging to Argentina. We are ready to enter into discussions with all those who wish to help us, but we will have to act on our terms. Any attacks or intrusions on Argentinian soil will not be tolerated. We invite all interested countries to enter our territory, to revisit their plans. We will close our borders in the next 3 hours and reinforce the crossing points. If you are a tourist and wish to leave the country, we suggest that you get on your way to one of our international airports in the next few minutes. Please do not panic. You are also welcome to stay in Argentina until this unique situation is over. Your safety is very important to us. That's why we recommend avoiding walking outside after sunset and always traveling in a group. We are currently attempting to capture SCP-2006 using non-lethal weapons. The police have the right to arrest anyone who wants to kill the alien, even in a self-defense situation. If you know of anyone intending to harm the creature, please contact local law enforcement to notify them. This situation will be dealt with as a matter of priority. Like the message in Spanish broadcast previously, we want to inform you that a special government agency was created during the previous night to help capture this alien. We are currently looking for people to join this agency. Basic knowledge of the Spanish language is required. Good physical condition and vision are also important since you will have to walk several tens of kilometers during the search operation. All tourists agreeing to join will receive our utmost gratitude and the chance to write history. Cash prizes will also be drawn daily. On a daily basis, a government-approved news bulletin will be televised in English on this station at 8 de la noche to inform you of the latest news and precautions to take. Stay alert. Anyone trying to spread false news is liable to 1 week in prison. If you are a tourist, your passport will be confiscated and you will receive $15,000 USD fine. This includes messages transmitted on social networks such as Facebook, TikTok, Twitter and YouTube. This has been an emergency message from the government of the nation of Argentina. Thank you very much.